if we're thinking from the outside in, there's three pillars here, right? Three cornerstones. One is, and you are evaluating other turnkey providers, you're evaluating other property managers. First thing is like, talk to me about how your business model prioritizes the client, right? The investor. Mm-hmm. Second is, talk to me about how your product, the way that you actually manage and make these rental properties work for me, how it prioritizes residents. And what's the third?
Well, it's the ones that really make the magic happen, and that is our employees.
Yeah, the team.
The team is really what makes it. I think that there was an interesting point that you guys were talking about in the Tuesday show with Kate. It's very much a long-term relationship. The clients get to know the employees, and the employees get to know the clients, and the residents get to know the employees. And we want to make sure it's kind of like dating. It really is about dating each other, right? And we take a lot of time and intention in choosing the right employees that will really support the team here and support our residents and support our clients. And it's the magic sauce. Like, this team is really the heartbeat, all of their effort and their dedication. It's a smaller team. I'd say, I mean, still 100 people. I mean, that's growing and growing over the years, but it's very tight knit. There's tons of benefits that we offer, full benefits package to employees. I mean, we have a chef that comes in and cooks them, breakfast. We have today's Thursday food truck, right? Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a food truck out there. We have a really generous PTO policy. There's all of these components that make the opportunity for an employee.
People get full paid vacations when they reach 10 years, right? You've heard about that one? That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, all of these things. I'm like, man, this is insane. But the goal there, though, there's so much intention behind the decision to give the team the autonomy to live and work happily here. Yep. That really, really, truly aids in how well we take care of our residents and how well we take care of our clients.
100%. Yeah. 100%. What I hear from you in this is, across the three of them, is long-term thinking. And if you can create a place, right, it might sound big. 100 people sounds big until you realize that they are managing about like $1.2 billion worth of stuff.
Exactly. Right. That's why I said it's small but big. It's small but mighty.
Small gets mighty. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Correct. So like, what to me, the key indicator here, just like clients are going to be here a long time, you want the residents to stay there a long time for the asset to perform. You want employees, you want the team to not have turnover as well. You want consistency there, because that's like a compounding asset of like in-house knowledge, relationships, experience that all pay off really, really well.
Absolutely. I mean, we want to empower them to have all the knowledge that they need to then be able to support you as a client, and to be able to support the residents and help them in any way that they need, and really to make better business decisions. Mm-hmm. What I think is really powerful about all of this is when you find balance in all three of these cornerstones, and we know that these things are working and that they are working really, really well here with JWB, it allows the founders to really open up their time and their energy to put more into growth and into making big decisions like, hey, let's go invest $500 million into downtown revitalization, and let's go do something fun. Because, as Alex always says, he wants his kids to come back here to Jacksonville and stay here and grow up. And so when they have a really solid balance there within the three cornerstones, for us to be able to then look at growth mindset and what else can we do for the community? How else can we give back? What are our other initiatives that we want to do? How can we, find other grocery stores that we want to have into food deserts? All of the fun things that we get to make an impact with. It's really powerful.
You continue to say we, and I feel the same way, right? Like, we are part of this team.
I know.
But you and I were just talking about it. We're both business owners, right? Like, we are service providers to JWB and partners to JWB.
We are technically third party, but I still call this my family.
100%.
Like, you guys are totally my family. This is us and us effort all the time, every day.
Yeah. And I bring that up. I agree. And I bring that up to say that as business owners, right before this show, we were talking about the value of freeing your mental load in order to really run a business really, really well. And you mentioned it, right? Like, these four guys, these four partners have figured out a way to have so much consistency with their team and be able to believe in their team so much that once a week they are not involved in the day-to-day
working on the business and not in the business.
Yeah, every Wednesday they are not here. They're out planning, thinking about long-term things. Once a quarter, them and all of the managers in place are not here, right? Like, the top level managers are not here. They're working on the business, not just in the business. Once a year, they spend about a month in business planning to make sure that they know exactly where this thing is going next year, the year after that, have, more than a year's worth of like cash flow reserves.
Yep.
Crazy stuff that is only able to happen because of consistency with the team,
Yep.
which is incredible. As somebody doing business with them, I want the people that I'm investing in thinking like this, right?
I think it's a really hard balance to have ultimately. And so any investors, no matter where you're at in your journey, if you are looking for a really great turnkey company, if you're really looking for a really excellent property management company, you need to look at their operations and do they have the balance in all three of those components? Are they really just there to collect the rent checks and to be able to give you your check and to call it a day and leave you to hang in when you need help or you need advice or you're not sure what to do? You've got to make sure. I mean, this is a partnership. When you come on with us, it is a partnership with us. It is a very long-term thing, and we'll be there along the way. So even though we're like the outsiders watching it, we are a core part of this too, and we're so honored to be a part of it. I have to tell you, this has just been an insane journey.
I think it's the best work I've ever done in my life.
Same.
Like what we have done here together.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's been really awesome. And this is the time in the show when I say that if all this stuff makes sense of you and you're trying to think of like, who do I want to invest with? And you want to ask these questions, be asking these questions, right? Like ask the question about how is your business model engineered to put me at the middle of it, right? As an investor, how is your product engineered to put like the most important part of it, right? The product being the rental property, the residents in the middle. And how are you creating a team that can support this thing and deal with it long-term and make sure that we're winning and have consistency? And if you want to ask JWB those questions, go to chatwithjwb.com, pick a time that works best for you, get that conversation started to see if, like last week we talked about.
Are we the right fit?
Are we the right fit?
Let's start dating.
Let's buy me a cup of coffee, would you?
But I have to say, we're not done yet.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, we have one more Cornerstone.
I thought I only talked about 3. What's the 4th, Coty?
Well, the best one yet.
The best one yet.
I'm going to be really corny here. It's called our community, and I'm going to put a big emphasis on unity. And this is something that I think we get to call our baby.
Our baby.
I really have to say that this is absolutely something that, I don't think any other major, property management or turnkey company has, which is this community. And it is really, it's you guys, right? You guys are the vibrant hub for learning and for growth. And really, we want this to be the catalyst to help you build a life that you love. And this is where it's at, right? You can come and learn. We want anyone at any stage in their journey, whether you're just kind of deciding, I like this idea of diversifying my portfolio. Let me look into this. Or, hey, you've already got tons of rental properties and you want us to help manage them. Wherever you're at, this is a safe space for you to be. We want everyone here. We value every single voice, every single question that you guys have. We want every single member to feel at home. And that's why we call it, this is just the most, yes, it really truly is. I literally, like twice a week, I get so excited to be able to watch in the chat, and it's just so magical. It really is.
Agreed. This is something you can't fake, right? Like I think the best companies in the world create super fans, and the best of the best companies in the world take those super fans and unite them, right? Because the community, like I told you, thanks to this community, I get to be a keynote speaker about stuff that we do, right? In the business world. And this morning, that's why I'm wearing my little jacket. This morning, I got to give a keynote speech about this stuff. And what I compared it to, the community inside of a company is like the freshwater spring inside of a town. It's like a ever-giving source of nourishment.
Yeah, right? It makes us so much stronger.
Yeah.
Everyone is stronger with a really united community, and we can, get better from it. We can learn from it. We can empower each other and support each other along the way. And truly, you guys are what makes that. We learn so much from you in the chat. It's just so incredibly powerful. And I really, really love when everybody's excited to be able to get together. Yeah. I know we're hoping for our meetup soon. Mm-hmm. And when that happens, last year, it was the coolest day.
It was the best.
It was so fun. And I'm so excited for the next one.
Yeah. There's a real magic that happens. Number one, from a strategy standpoint, right? Like the ability for someone who is not sure if this whole thing that we're talking about here, if it's truly as special as it is, the fact that they get a chance to just like show up to a Zoom call, they can be in the chat and be like, hey, Lee, are you a real person? And Lee will be like, yeah, here's my number, call me and I'll talk through you through whatever. We've got like 15 to 20 people that do that regularly, right?
I know, it's really
that give
amazing.
out their number in the chat, that allow you to like pick their brains, that will help you in your real estate investing journey with JWB or without JWB.
Mhm.
That's really, really magical for us as as a marketing piece. Our ability to interact with you, our ability to like understand what's important to you, to befriend you, to like have this type of stuff happen. I was just telling you, I got on the phone with Hervé Francois yesterday. In 20 minutes, he gave me like 3 amazing ideas.
I've already heard them all. I love it.
Yeah, of stuff that we need to be doing, right?
Yeah.
From like events
What's
to
come true? I mean, if you think about it, this is what we were trying to get to 4 years ago. And the fact that it's
Sure.
reality
Yeah.
is absolutely